part of a band like ELO, you must have been looked after.
Yes.
Was it real star treatment?
Absolutely. It was. I can't tell you how good it was. It was so easy to. Do you play?
No, I play the drums badly.
Okay. Well, you know, when you're with a group, so you got to carry your gear.
Yeah.
You tune your guitar up, you break a string, you got to fix it. You just do everything, don't you?
Yeah.
But with ELO, it was absolutely nothing. You just you went in, it was all there. The fallback, everything was working perfectly. You stick the guitar on. Just do your bit. If anything went wrong at any time, there was an army of people around to fix it. It was magic, yeah. It's just, and they were great. In fact, they were all great musicians, these guys.
Yeah.
Because we came into a gig one time with Jeff and a gang of us, and we came into the front door of this gig, which we didn't normally do. We normally went through the back door. So it was late afternoon, and we got to this place, and we went in through the front door, and we stopped in the foyer. Oh, look at that! There's a group playing. Who's that? They're good, isn't they? I mean, creeping up, looked through the door, and it was our roadies on our equipment, and they were excellent.
So how do you adjust after that? You know, after a life like that, after '86, you know, it must have been quite a different life for you.
Well, I guess it's easy in a way. It's you know, it's a great blessing to be part of something like that, and people kind of have an interest in knowing about it, and stuff. But
so you don't have to buy many drinks when you're in a bar.
Yeah, well, you can dine out on it for quite a while.
Really?
Yes, I guess.
Are you still doing it now?
I am today.
Well, you got fizzy water from us.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just a great, a fabulous privilege to have been part of that, and it's great. Yeah.
And of course, being in a band like that for 6 years or so, you must be a millionaire. You can retire.
I was going to talk to you about that. How much am I being paid today?
Yeah. I need to get this.
Can you loan
absolutely.
me a fiver? Because no, not a millionaire. No. Well, I was only in the part of the backing group. I mean, no.
But
I didn't write their songs.
But you were a member of ELO.
Yeah. Oh, well, they paid me handsomely, but as I say, I didn't write their songs, so the ongoing currency of all that income doesn't flow my way. You know? Yeah.
For anyone watching this who wants to get into the music industry, write your own songs.
Well, yes, that's right. I do write my own songs, and I have done well off those. Yeah. So, but obviously, yeah, that's right.
But people, I must assume, you know, you're with a band like that. You know, you must be worth a bob or two.
I think people do assume that. Yes. That's not necessarily so, but people do assume that.
Well, I did.
Yeah, you didn't think I was going to tap you up for a
loan,
loan, did you? Yeah.
So, life after ELO, what are you doing nowadays?
Well, after ELO, back in 1988, I became a Christian, and I started to really just realise how good God had been to me, and so now I've written a whole bunch of songs. Inspirational songs, and me and my wife would go around telling people our story.
Can I ask, why do so many musicians turn to Christianity? We met Yaz the other day, and you got obviously Cliff Richard and a few others. What is it about Christianity and musicians?
Well, Cliff said something one time in an interview. I think I read somewhere what he'd said, that he'd had a lot of deals in his time. You know, if you're in rock and roll, you get a lot of deals offered you. You know, a lot of contracts given you. Oh, if you sign this is good. And you know, and Cliff said, I realised this was the best deal I'd ever been offered, and that's exactly what it is. It's the best deal you're ever going to get offered.
So how has it changed your life?
Well, for example, you mentioned about my mum way back then. You know, and. I mean, me and my mum, we didn't like each other at all. I spent the whole life at Logridge with my mum. But I became a Christian, and I don't know how it happened. I didn't try. But, you know, before she died, me and her were the best of friends. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's just one thing. I don't know how it happened. I couldn't say that I did something. You know, I know that the Lord just made it so. Then now I look back on that, and it's great. I think of her just as a pal.
It's amazing when I meet people like you. You do seem to have this happiness, this contentment around you.
Oh.
But it's true. Yeah, as I said, we met Yaz the other night, and she's the same. She greeted us, and she just seems so content and at peace with herself, really. Mm-hmm. Do you have that sort of feeling? Do you wake up in the morning just thinking, hallelujah?
Well, you're a Christian. You're still a human being, and you're still subject to all the things that happen to people. A lot of bad stuff still happens to you. But being a Christian means that you've got a faith in God's hand being on you to help you. God loves everybody. God loves the whole world. And but when you're a Christian, you start to get plugged into it. You say, hey, God loves me. He's always been helping me. He's helping me now. And when you still got the problems, you still got the issues. But knowing that wow, boy, that makes a difference.
Is there a sense of payback time? You've obviously had a nice life. Do you think God sort of set you on that path and now you're repaying him in some respect?
No. I don't have to repay him. Nothing I can do to that he's going to pay attention to me anymore. His love to me is unconditional, to me and to everybody.
But you're spreading his word, you're
Well, I do that because I want to.
Yeah.
I don't do it because if I don't do it, he's going to hit me over the head or something. No, God, the Lord's been really good to me, and so if I get a chance, I tell people that.
Okay, well, you're getting the chance now.
Thank you.
You're over here on the Costablanca performing as well. People that come to your concerts nowadays, it's all your stuff that you've written?
No, what we do what we'll be doing on Friday is telling our story, but using some original songs and using a bit of rock and roll.
Yeah.
And a few ELO songs.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Which ones do you do?
We've got 3 that we do. We'll probably just do 2 on Friday. I'm not sure. We may get a chance to do the 3, but we will do Living Thing.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll probably do Mr. Blue Sky, which.
They have
this is the place for Mr. Blue Sky.
Well, they have a sort of connection as well, don't they? I suppose. Living Thing and Mr. Blue Sky. It's all right. You've brought in a book. Of yours. It's called With Apologies to Solomon. What's that all about?
Well, we've only just produced this. Can I just show?
Yeah, please do.
Show this little book, Apologies to Solomon, referring to the old the guy who wrote the Proverbs in the Bible, as it were. And so they're just a bunch of aphorisms that I wrote, and I thought it'd be nice to illustrate each one with a little cartoon. So. I don't know if you can see that on there, the little cartoon there. Yeah. And this little one just says, true love is a gift of God, it is priceless and offends no one. And a little picture of a guy there with his airplane with a big heart just missing. And they've all got little comical little cartoons on them.
Do you draw those?
Yeah. So, and this is just a little booklet of these, which just to entertain people and maybe make people just bless people, with some nice thoughts. And
where can you get that?
They can get it off our website, for sure, yeah. Get it off a company called lulu.com. It's only just this minute been done. We just brought the first copies over to Spain, so it's not in any regular shops as yet. We'll try and get it in shops when we can, but certainly off the websites, yeah.
Okay, we'll put all the details at the bottom of the screen as per normal.
Okay, thank you.
And we've got a CD here as well. What's that?
Okay. Well, back in the 80s, right after we did the ELO stuff, Richard, Tandy and I, we'd been pals for many years. And so Richard and I did this record called Earthrise. And it came out and it didn't do anything back in the 80s. But lo and behold, it's just come out again. And here it is here. It's got this nice artwork thing on it. Yeah. There's the recording there. And it's called Earthrise. It's by Richard Tandy and Dave Scott Morgan. And it's a kind of symphonic rock album with a story about space stuff,
Oh, right. Sounds very Rick Wakeman.
I don't know, yeah, maybe, but it's something which, as I say, was birthed in the 80s. Yeah. And it's just come out again, and it's really blessed us to have this out. It's good stuff.
Fabulous. All right. And Spain, do you come to Spain often?
No, we came here last year, and we met some folk. We we were playing and singing up at Alicante, you know. Met some guys and they asked us to come down again this time to bring our story to Torrevieja.
Brilliant.
So this is one of 2 trips we've done to this area.
I was on Facebook, I think, last night, and someone said they were in Spud Murphy's, and a guy from ELO walked in. So your fame travels everywhere.
Spud Murphy's, yeah, that's right. We were, me and Spud, you know. Yeah.
And Spain, a country you like?
Yeah, it's been, I mean, the weather, I mean, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Well, it's starting to turn now.
Is it?
Yeah, it will do.
Oh, well.
It's
You want to see Birmingham?
Yes. Slightly warmer than Birmingham.
Yeah.
But, no, it is a wonderful country. But is it a country that you could ever see yourself retiring to on your huge earnings?
Oh, on those?
On those, yeah.
Those huge earnings. Yeah, well, yes, it's great. It's lovely out there, and it's nice. It's nice being amongst English people, because obviously I don't speak the Spanish language. So.
No one does.
And,
That's why we live in this part of Spain.
Yeah, I think it's a place that we might one day move here, but we haven't made any active plans toward that end. No. We've just got to count our earnings first, Simon. You know, we've got to go and get the bucket out and see what's in it.
Well, rumour has it there are a few deals going around at the moment, property-wise. So if you need any tips,
there are a few. Yes, we've noticed that.
Listen, David, it's been a delight meeting you, and good luck with the tour, good luck with the book, good luck with Earthrise and everything else that you do. David, thank you.
Thank you.